Mr. Cole is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I won't take a long time because I think the arguments have been very ably laid out by the chairman and the ranking member of the subcommittee. And I want to tell you, in full disclosure, I'm not a vapor, but I will admit to my great vice of smoking cigars, which I'd never done until I met Hal Rogers. But if you believe that, I got a couple other ones for you too. But I learned a lot smoking cigars with my chairman. But I want to be serious for a minute here because I did not know a lot about the vaping industry when I got involved in this legislation. I want to thank Mr. Bishop in particular for working with me to make this a much, much better and more robust bill and or amendment, and then now it helped get it into the base bill. But I have talked since this product or this amendment was introduced with dozens and dozens of people from my own district and around the country that tell me how this has helped them get off cigarettes. I have looked at the evidence in terms of how harmful it is versus cigarettes. And frankly, we've tried to give the FDA a more robust way to regulate the entire industry by category instead of by individual product. If you don't think this is onerous, there's actually only been 2 times that somebody in the vaping industry has gone through this process. And the first time, they had to apply 100,000 pages of information costing $1 million. The second one ran to 2 million pages. Now, that's regulation run amok. That is regulation that's really meant to put an industry out of business. This industry didn't even exist, really, in 2009 when the FDA started this. And again, we have lots of scientific evidence that shows that this is not nearly as harmful as cigarettes, and it's used by many, many people as a substitute to help them get off cigarettes into a more healthy lifestyle. Now, the FDA will continue to regulate. They will continue to be very robust. They can continue to do, thanks to a lot of things my good friend from Georgia put in here, to make sure that children don't use this. The same thing, by the way, in the premium cigar industry, there's no reason to put it out of business. It's actually easier under the existing regulation to get cigarettes approved than it is to get premium cigars post-2007 or vaping products. So this is a common sense response to a regulatory system run amok. And I don't think it's wise to punish small businesses, and that's who's mostly involved in this, or to punish individual users who've used this product to get off of tobacco. You know, they ought to have that option. We ought to continue to study. If we find evidence that we're wrong, then the FDA can act. Nobody's taken away their ability to actually police, but we are removing regulation that is punitive, retroactive, and takes a product out of the marketplace, which is actually helping people. Their decision in the end, we should respect that.
Mr. Cole.